I never believed in fate until the day I met him. It was a rainy Tuesday afternoon, the kind that makes the city feel like a washed-out painting. I was walking home from work, my thoughts consumed by the monotony of my daily routine, when I noticed a man standing across the street. He was staring directly at me, his gaze unwavering. At first, I thought he might be someone I knew, perhaps a colleague or an old friend, but as I looked closer, I realized I had never seen him before. He was dressed in a tailored suit, immaculate despite the rain, and held a black umbrella that shielded him from the downpour. Our eyes met, and a chill ran down my spine. There was something unsettling about his stare, something that made me feel exposed, as if he could see right through me. I turned away, quickening my pace, eager to put distance between us, but as I glanced back, he was gone. That night, I couldn't shake the image of the stranger from my mind. His face haunted my dreams, and I woke up in a cold sweat, my heart pounding. The next day, I saw him again. This time, he was sitting in the cafe I frequented every morning. He was sipping coffee, reading a newspaper, and once again, his eyes were fixed on me. I approached him, determined to confront this mysterious figure. "Do I know you?" I asked. He looked up, a faint smile playing on his lips. "Not yet," he replied. I was taken aback. "What do you mean?" He folded his newspaper and gestured to the seat across from him. "Please, sit." Against my better judgment, I did. "My name is Alexander," he said, extending his hand. I shook it cautiously. "I'm Michael." "Michael," he repeated, as if tasting the name. "I've been looking for you." "Why?" "Because we share something unique." I frowned. "I'm sorry, but I don't understand." He leaned in closer. "Have you ever felt like you were meant for something more? That your life, as it is now, is just a shadow of what it could be?" I hesitated. "I suppose everyone feels that way at some point. But not everyone can do something about it," he said. "You can." I laughed nervously. "Are you trying to recruit me for a cult or something?" He chuckled. "Nothing so dramatic. Think of me as a guide." "A guide to what?" "To your true self." I stood up. "I'm sorry, but I think you've got the wrong person." As I turned to leave, he said, "When you're ready, come to 42 Eldridge Street. Ask for room 7. I didn't look back. For the rest of the day, I couldn't concentrate. His words echoed in my mind, stirring something deep within me. That evening, curiosity got the better of me. I found myself standing in front of a nondescript building on Eldridge Street. It looked abandoned, the windows boarded up, the paint peeling. I hesitated, questioning my sanity, but eventually, I pushed the door open. Inside, the air was thick with dust and decay. I climbed the creaking stairs to the second floor and found room 7. I knocked. The door creaked open, revealing a dimly lit room. Alexander was there, waiting. "I knew you'd come," he said. I stepped inside, and the door closed behind me. The room was dimly lit, with shadows dancing on the walls from a single flickering candle. Alexander gestured for me to sit, and I complied, still unsure of what I was doing there. "Welcome back," he said, his voice calm and measured. "I never said I was coming back," I replied. He smiled. "Yet, here you are." I looked around the room, taking in the sparse furnishings, a table, 2 chairs, and a bookshelf filled with old, leather-bound volumes. "What is this place?" I asked. "A sanctuary," he said, "a place where truths are revealed." I raised an eyebrow. "Truths?" He nodded. "About yourself, about the world, about the forces that shape our lives." I leaned back in my chair, crossing my arms. "And what truths are you planning to reveal to me?" He stood up and walked over to the bookshelf, selecting a book and placing it on the table in front of me. The cover was worn, the title faded. "This is the story of your lineage," he said. "Your ancestors were part of a secret order, guardians of knowledge and protectors of balance." I laughed. "You're kidding, right?" He shook his head. "No, Michael, you come from a long line of individuals who have been entrusted with maintaining equilibrium in the world." I opened the book, flipping through the pages filled with handwritten notes, diagrams, and symbols. "This is insane," I muttered. "Is it?" he asked. "Haven't you always felt different, like you were meant for something more?" I paused, considering his words. There had always been a nagging feeling, a sense of purpose I couldn't quite grasp. "What do you want from me?" I asked. "To help you awaken your potential," he said, "to guide you in embracing your heritage." I closed the book and stood up. "I need time to think." He nodded. "Of course, But remember, the world is changing, and your role in it is more important than ever. I left the building, the weight of his words pressing down on me. Over the next few days, I couldn't shake the feeling that my life was about to change dramatically. One evening, I returned home to find a package on my doorstep. Inside was appended with a symbol matching one from the book Alexander had shown me. There was also a note, "When you are ready, wear this." I held the pendant in my hand, feeling a strange warmth emanating from it. That night, I had vivid dreams, visions of ancient rituals, battles fought in the shadows, and a sense of unity with others who shared my lineage. When I awoke, I knew I couldn't ignore this any longer. I put on the pendant and felt a surge of energy course through me. I returned to Eldridge Street, finding Alexander waiting for me. "Welcome back," he said. "Are you ready to begin?" I nodded. "Yes, let's do this."